Yo, welcome back to our channel Eagle Eye BTMM Synthetics Academy. Or a big shout out to myself. As you can see, today is the 8th of August. It's my birthday, the day I was born into this world. So I just want to thank the Lord for guiding me for the past 22 years, and today I'm happy to say that I'm 23 years. Okay, let's now jump into things that matters, right? Last time I uploaded a video of the BTMM indicators that one would use when you want to use the market maker strategy, right? So having that knowledge now, I think most of you now know how to set up the BTMM indicators, right? Now in this video I want to show you how we use the indicators, what they mean, and the physiology behind the market maker strategy, right? So let me open my MT5, right? As you can see, I'm on step index today. Yeah, let's get to the Emas, right? We have got our red Ema. Oh no, let me start with the list. We've got our 5 Ema. As you can see, it's the yellow one that is following a price movement, or we can say the candles, right? Then we have got the 13 Ema. The 13 Ema is the red one, right? Then from that we've got the blue M, the navy blue M, which is our 50 M, right? We now move on to the green M. The green M, that one is the green M is the 200 M, right? Then we've got the black M. The black M is the 800 M. So those are the first 4 BTMM indicators that we used all this time. But then after some realizing that things change, we are in an innovation technology, right? So what happens is that there was some additions that were made to advance our BTMM strategy, right? So we have got what we call the double P indicators, the pink and the purple indicators that were later on added. As you can see now, we have got this pink indicator down here, and also we've got this purple indicator. Those two are the ones that consist to what we call the advanced BTMM indicators that were recently added, right? Okay, so these are the Emas that we're gonna be using in beat the market maker strategy, right? So in beat the market maker, the theory itself, it is believed that the market moves in cycles, or we can say levels. So we count the levels from peak formation high to peak formation low, right? From peak formation high, we're talking about from peak formation high, right? Yeah, to peak formation low, we have 3 levels. This makes the direction of makes them a complete move of the market movement in the direction of a trend. Let me illustrate what I mean here. Let's say this is a simplified version of how the market moves. Let's say we are in a downtrend. in a downtrend, right? When we are in a downtrend, we expect the market to move from this. We have got an AM formation at the highest left, right, which we can call, depending with the time frame, it might be, let's say on M15, it might be high of the day, which we call HOD, which we might call high of the day. So from this M structure, the market then moves down. As we say, it's a downtrend, so we expect the market to make an impulsive down move, then it makes a retracement move upwards, it makes an impulsive move downwards, a retractive move upwards, and an impulsive move downwards, where it now comes and form a W. Here, this W, it might be the low of the day, right? So this is the simplified structure of the market, right? So how do we count levels, right? We expect, as we said earlier on, we expect that the market has 3 levels or cycles, right? So from here, you have to see that usually level 3 and level 1, they are kinda connected, because as we complete level 3 here, this was level 3, and it's now consolidating before we start our, this was level 3, so we now have this consolidation before we start our level 1. This becomes, this one is our level 1, and after level 1 we have got the retracement, this retracement, the retracement. After that retracement, price makes an impulsive move to make level 2. After the level 2, we have got another retracement move upwards before we make our level 3. After having completed level 3, right, we have to know that after major moves, the market consolidates. We have completed our levels, level 1, level 2, level 3. The market comes here and it consolidates. After the consolidation, we now expect the market to move, to make a change of direction and move upwards. I hope this is clear and so understanding that we have got in, we were having a downtrend where we're having lower highs and lower lows, right? And we've managed to finish our 3 levels, be it we have got levels are counted on all time frames: M1, M5, M15, M30, M30, H1, H4, G1, and week 1. So on all time frames we have got levels counted. I think this is clear. So we count levels in each of our time frames. Okay, yeah, I want to go back in my teenage ages, right? When I was 12, 11, I used to have 2 of my best friends in high school. But then, with time moves and things change. Right now I only have got one friend, which is the trend. When you are trading, you have to make sure that you follow the trend. Like, what do we mean when we say following the trend? We are meaning you have to count the trend. So you have to follow the market trend. We are in a downtrend, right? When you are in a downtrend, it means you have to pick your trades going down, which means most of your trades should be sell trades. Sorry, you should have sell trades rather than buy trades. Right? Why? If you take buy trades in a downtrend, you are likely going to fail because there is no assurance of what you are doing. Remind you, trading is highly risk and you have to do proper risk management. One. Two, you have to know that this is not gambling. We trade based on facts, right? So now we want to come to how do we count levels. We have got two ways of level counting. Which are the two levels which we use to count levels? The first one is called ADR, and the second one is to use our Emas, right? Okay, I now want to illustrate how we count levels using ADR. What does ADR stands for? One might want to understand, what is this man saying when we say ADR? ADR, it just means average daily range, right? ADR, the average daily range, it is the number of pips the dealer is allowed to move per day, right? Mind you, forex trading, let me draw something here. Mind you, forex trading is not gambling, as I've said earlier on. So the dealer doesn't move in his way, but he is guided some rules and principles. So per day, there is a number of pips a dealer can move in the intended direction, right? So one complete move of the market is cost to 3 ADR. So what we mean is, if we have three pushes, if we have got three pushes, right? 1, 2, and 3, right? So one complete cycle is cost to 3 times ADR. So if we can see three major complete moves, three major complete pushes in the direction of the trend, we can be able to count our levels using ADR. The next method we are going to use is our Emas, right? With Emas, allow me to jump back to my MT5, right? I shall use step index to count for you our levels, right? If we come here, let me see where I can use to count levels for you. One thing you should know, as I started, I was using the simplified structures for you to have an understanding, but in real life we don't have such structures. But one is to know that the market moves in the same structure, though it might be complicated, right? If you now come here, you see that we are here now. I want to show you how we count levels on this M15 time frame. I will write here, right, where I have put that red rectangle. That is the peak formation high. We are in a downtrend, as you can see. If we come here, this is a downtrend. Why? Because price is moving down. I might need to use arrowed lines. Yeah, if you see, if you check here, right, from where I have put the red rectangle, you can see that price is going down. So this was a downtrend, right? So we're looking for sales, right? Let me remove these ones. Okay, so now we want to count levels using Emas, right? As you can see, we said when we count levels using Emas, we want to see crossovers. So our first crossover is the red and blue line, which makes our 1350 cross. Okay, what are we saying? We are saying for level 1, we need the 1350 Emas cross, right? I think this is what is happened here. If you came here, that is the 1350 cross we are talking about, right? So our first level, let me mark for you our first level. This will be regarded as the first level. So this will be our level 1, right? After level 1, this is our level 1, right? we now move. Price made a retractive move here. Okay, here, let me make my arrows a bit. Okay, here the market made a retractive move upwards. Okay, as I was saying, after level 1, this was our first level after the 1350 crossover, right? We now have another retractive move upwards. I think now my arrows are clear, right? This was a retractive move. It's not the correct move, but it's just a retractive move. So if you can see now, the dealer made level 1, but he came back to test the same level. So bear it in mind that the dealer might test a previous level before moving in the intended direction. But if you can see, after having made this retractive move, right? After having made the retractive move, the dealer came to this point, level 1 point, right? After this point, now the dealer moves into level 2. Okay, level 2. Let me, from here, we now have level 2, right? This was our level 2. How do we see level 2, or how do we know that we are now in level 2? In level 2, allow me to write for you. In level 2, we have got our 200 cross, right? So whenever we have got the 200 cross, we know that, sorry, these are the ads running. So we know that we are in level 2, right? So once we have got the blue and green line, which is the 200 cross, it now signifies that we are in level 2. Let me jump back into my charts, right? So as I have said, we had this move, this level 2 move, right? And price came to this point, right? Having reached this point, price, so as we can see, our level 2, let me mark for you our level 2. So this one was our level 2. This movement is a level 2 movement, right? This was a level 2 movement up to this point. This was level 2 movement, right? Oh, this was a level 2 movement. Having done this level 2 movement, we had, if you can see properly, the price was choppy. It was sort of a consolidation. It first retraced, but then tested the same position for quite several some time, right? After having tested the same position, price then made the third move of going down, right? Let me remove this one so that you can see what I'm talking about. This one. Don't know what is happening with my chart, but let me remove this. Right, we are done with level 2. We've seen level 2, right? As I have said, this was level 2. This one, where was our level 2? As I have said, this was our level 2, right? As I've said, this was our level 2. Now we now want to see our level 3, right? Our level 3. How do we see level 3? Level 3. First, as we move from, sorry, these ads are popping. As we move from level 2 to level 3, right? We have got our fifth 800 cross. The fifth 800 cross signifies that we are moving into level 3, right? Let's go back into charts and see if we can see where you have that crossover I'm talking about. Let me delete that one. Okay, if we come here, let me point with an arrow so that you can clearly see where I'm referring to. Here, that was a 5800 cross there. Here, this was the signal that we are going into level 3, right? After having that, we can now see that price made a down movement to complete our level 3. Which one is our level 3? Let me now mark for you our level 3. Our level 3 starts from here, going down here, right? This was our level 3. So we now say we've got 3 levels. So price made 3 successive moves up to level 3, right? I think this is so clear. Right? Now, I think I didn't talk about the 2 indicators as I have said. If you can see now, price as it reached our level 3, right? Level 3 it means we have got a 1 complete move in the bias direction, right? So after having completed 3 levels, if we check here where we have the pink line, pink Emas, it acted as our support area, right? So in BTMM, the pink and the purple Emas are usually tells us about areas of support and resistance. So it was just the addition of these two Emas was just an addition of some bit of some price action to guide us in, to aid to our BTMM knowledge, to make our trading a more successful journey. I think you can see here that the where the pink line was, price acted according to what I'm saying, that it acted as it was supported by the zone. If you now check here, if we check the purple line, check here. If you check here, check here, the purple line acted again as a support area. After hitting the same level, price continued up. I think this is so clear that price, after acted on this support area, price went up high. I think this is so clear, you can see that. So as I was saying, you should take note of two these two Emas, because they help you in your anticipation. Let's see. Let me just look. I like V25 1S chart. I was just want to show you what I was talking about, those two Emas. Let me check here. I just want to show you. It's not an obvious that they usually show, but most cases, if you can see here, in most cases, they help us as areas of support and resistance. You check here, it acted as an area of support and resistance. If you also check here, if you check here, both the Emas acted as areas of resistance. If you check here, another area of support, and so forth. So these two Emas really help us in making conclusions about turning points of our market. Right. So this is all about counting levels. So one is to know that before price changes direction after getting into level 3, right? We wait for the 200 800 cross. Let me show you the 200 800 cross that we are talking about. This one, right? The 200 800 cross signifies the end of a trend. So whenever you see the 200 800 cross taking place, you should be aware that that a that trend has come to an end. As you can see here, after this 200 800 cross, we're in level 3. Then at this point here, let me mark for you, from this point after the 200 800 cross, we are now starting to have an uptrend. So after, when we want to take our trades, we wait for the 200 800 cross to happen. That tells us that we are done with the previous trend. So This is all we can talk about Emas in counting levels, right? So one thing before the end of this session I want you to take into consideration. Now the market moves in such a more complex movement. If you see, price sometimes move. This is our peak formation high, right? We have our first impulsive move, right? After having this first impulsive move, price sometimes may retrace back to the same level that some traders might have entered at this position. And if you see the time the trade comes here, you're already in loss. Some traders might move out of the trade thinking that they've made a wrong choice, but you should know that the dealer is allowed to test a previous level. You might see that after that he might just test that level, then he goes down for level 2. So you should not be surprised by such kind of movement. It's the dealer's way to chop out two emotional traders and those traders that have got lack of knowledge. If it was me, when I see the market taking, this is what we call this, like when we are in an intended direction and the market moves in the opposite direction, this movement is what we call a stop hand. The purpose of the stop hand is to take away all traders that are that lack proper knowledge and too emotional. So one should not be afraid of stop hands. As usual, the stop hand, the problem with the stop hands moves very fast. The market moves very fast to chop out all trades, all sell trades. Yeah, a lot of traders would have entered sell trades. They have seen that the market has made all the necessary signals that it is going down, right? So when they know that a lot of traders have made sell trades, they will just make in a stop hand. A stop hand might be high, though the movement will be very fast, and this makes you too emotional and you move out of trades. After you move out of trade, price begin to fall down again and you want to end another trade. The dealer will put another stop hand before now concluding going in our intended direction. So you should take note of these things, that these days the market, due to the dealer now knows that a lot of people knows how the market moves, so now these days expect such kind of movement as the market goes. Still, we just have to be able to count our 3 levels without fail, right? So this is all I wanna say today about counting levels. I hope this session was a productive one and you have managed to pick some knowledge about market structure and counting levels. Next, I will talk about the types of trades that we have in Beat the Market Maker strategy. There are certain trades that we have that you should be aware of, that you know that when I see this is the kind of trade. You know how much you need to risk depending on the type of trade that the market will be showing up. So this is for now. Stay well. Don't forget to like and comment. I shall be putting a lot of stuff on this channel to help traders mature in their trading. Let's milk this market. I wanna thank you all for taking your time to look at this stuff. I hope you all gained something. Thank you. Stay well.